Hey folks, y'all see the title. Now, this one here, I hope this guy is joking. I hope he's a prankster. Actually, I hope I don't, but you know what I mean. But anyway, let me go ahead and cue this fella up here so we can listen to him. And we had dissected a little bit. It's less than 2 minutes. So yeah. But yeah, never mind. Yeah, let's just go ahead and cue him up.
The time has come for the UK and the EU to declare a state of war with the United States of America. Ever since the...
Yeah, you heard right. Need to declare war against the United States of America. Come on.
fascist takeover by Donald Trump.
Fascist takeover. You mean like the people voted for him to be the president? Right. See, they don't understand this over there. But anyway, let's go.
Doge and Elon Musk. America now represents a serious threat to democracy across the world, especially in the Western world. And by betraying Ukraine, Zelensky, and the EU and leaving us at the mercy of Vladimir Putin.
Number one, we shouldn't even have had anything to do with Ukraine. That didn't have anything to do with Trump. That happened, but that happened under Side Road Joe, Mr. What's this guy name? Damian Soylash, Soylash, Damian Soylish. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, or I don't know. Maybe it's soy as in, soy boy. I don't know.
To declare a state of war with the United States of America. Ever since the fascist takeover by Donald Trump, Doge, and Elon Musk, America now represents a serious threat to democracy across the world, especially in the Western world. And by betraying Ukraine, Zelensky, and the EU and leaving us at the mercy of Vladimir Putin, we have no choice now but to fight.
How does getting out of Ukraine, a place we didn't have anything to do with, how was that leaving the UK to the mercy of Vladimir Putin? Let's see if he explains that in the minute and 20 seconds is left.
For freedom and democracy for all people all around the world. Now, of course, this is not a fight that's going to be easy to win. America is a very powerful country, but I will be the first to volunteer to fight for that cause, to fight that war, whether it's on the beaches of New York or the shores of the River Thames.
The beaches of New York. Tell you what there, mate. Blimey. Why don't you just skip New York, come all the way around the Atlantic, hit the Gulf of Mexico / America, and just make landfall in Texas. Don't worry. We got you covered. You ain't gonna like it either. Well, we'll like it because it's gonna be a whole bunch of yeah, something like that. But anyway, I bet you this boy couldn't do 10 push-ups if his life depended on it.
We must fight fascism wherever we see it, as nations, and stand as one, whether that's us without America in NATO fighting Donald Trump's armies, or whether that's fighting Vladimir Putin. If we don't take action now and stand for our values, stand for our liberal left-wing values, then I believe they will be under threat and possibly destroyed forever. Now, obviously, America is a nuclear-armed country, and that poses a serious challenge. But sometimes you have to stand up and fight for what you believe in, no matter what the challenge is or what the consequences might be. Diplomatically, this will be very difficult, given our long-standing allyship with the United States. But sometimes allies do.
Yep, sometimes allies do turn. Look, I could give a shit less about the allyship with
with the United States.
Oh, I could give lessons. And you want to talk about fascism? I bet you if you asked him not what you think fascism is, what's the definition of fascism? I bet you he couldn't tell you without grabbing for his phone or something like that. They throw it around, but they don't know what it is. But there is no dictatorship control over here. But over there, if you make a ugly tweet or something, or if you say something about someone that's praying to the east or whatever the fuck, the bobbies will come to your house and arrest you. We ain't talking about making threats to a sitting president. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. People that do that, you get what you deserve. That's dumb. You cannot look. Y'all know I don't bit more like Side Road Joe than the Man in the Moon. I'm not clapping and giggling, but that he going through the cancer deal he going with, and I sure as hell wouldn't advocate anybody saying about doing some bodily harm. No, you going too far now for me. No, I can't do that. I cannot like you and not wish something bad physically, you know what I mean, to happen to you where you have a serious loss of blood pressure. But this goofball here, dude, you guys have no-go zones in Great Britain. You need to go back and play and sing it to yourself. Take me back to Dear Old Blighty. Because, well, looking at his face, he's probably not old enough to remember, when it went from the good old days to the bad old days, and then back to the good old days, and then to the mediocre days. I guess he probably, I bet you he ain't even 40 years old. So he probably don't know what the fuck none of this stuff. But that's what you have right there. But I'm like, there's no centralized, you can't, never mind, forget it. Let's play it, because I've been and got heated.
But sometimes allies do turn on each other and times change. And you have to stand up for your values no matter what.
Okay, you're not even allowed to protect yourself over there. You guys have knife drop boxes. They had to ban some kind of knife that's popular with some kind of gaming or comic book or folklore, culture or something like that. And people getting jabbed up with them. And most of the time it's people that's not from Great Britain, not from England. I'm old enough to remember the sun never sets on the British Empire days. But now the Queen is dead. Regina is mort. Vive la Regina. The Queen is dead. Long live the Queen. But, okay, how do you propose to do this? You have no weapons. So y'all gonna just ask the Prime Minister to give you guys boats and planes and whatnot. So would you believe? Well, y'all probably would believe it, because to be an island nation, you have to be a seafaring nation, because if you don't grow it there, you got to be able to go and get it and bring it back. At one time, Britain had the mightiest navy in the world. Nobody's navy could touch the British Navy back in the back then. Well, we know, now we know who rules it. Don't touch our boats.
You are unreasonable with your boats. Don't touch my boats.
Don't touch our boats. Okay, you asking for trouble. So how does he plan on fighting this war? How are you going to attack the United States? What? All right, what do you say? The beaches of New York? Man, look here, man. Okay, you ain't gonna make it past Far Rockaway. You ain't gonna make it past Far Rockaway. You're not. You sure the hell ain't gonna make it to Crown Heights. So out of all states, you let's play him one more time and we getting out of here. This is a joke. Let's see if it'll play. We can get it. There we go.
EU to declare a state of war with the United States of America. Ever since the fascist takeover by Donald Trump, Doge, and Elon Musk, America now represents a serious threat to democracy across the world, especially in the Western world.
Right.
And by betraying Ukraine, Zelensky, and the EU and leaving us at the mercy of Vladimir Putin, we have no choice now but to fight for freedom and democracy for all people all around the world.
Okay.
Now, of course, this is not a fight that's going to be easy to win. America is a very powerful country, but I will be the first to volunteer to fight for that cause, to fight that war, whether it's on the beaches of New York or the shores of the River Thames. We must fight fascism wherever we see it as nations and stand as one, whether that's us without America in NATO fighting Donald Trump's armies, or whether that's...
Okay, I lied. I have to pause it. If the United States take a diminished role in NATO, I've been wanting United States to take a diminished role in NATO for a long time. Man, because y'all ain't carrying y'all weight. Y'all ain't been carrying y'all own weight for a long effing time.
Fighting Vladimir Putin. If we don't take action now and stand for our values.
Okay, y'all can't even band all together without the United States and attack Russia. That's not gonna be a smart. But you're closer to them. The logistics isn't as demanding attacking Russia from where you guys are at than it is trying to attack the United States. And you won't even do that. You're not going to make it. But the thing is, number one, Russia's too damn big. I mean, actually look at a map of how massive Russia is. There is no way in hell you can control all of that. Nobody can do it. We can't do it. Can we beat you? Yeah. Control you? Yeah, no. It's too big. It's too big. And some spots are so damn barren, some stuff ain't even on the map, but it's there. Where our dumb asses, we got everything mapped out, all the way down to Uncle Pete's pecan shed. Just Google him. But anyway, I'm sorry for the break in. I ain't going to stop it no more.
Stand for our liberal left-wing values, then I believe they will be under threat.
Yep, liberal left-wing values.
Forever.
Yep.
Now, obviously, America is a nuclear-armed country, and that poses a serious challenge. But sometimes you have to stand up and fight for what you believe in, no matter what the challenge is or what the consequences might be. Diplomatically, this will be very difficult, given our long-standing allyship with the United States. But sometimes allies do turn on each other, and times change. And you have to stand up for your values, no matter what.
I agree. Now, you go ahead and stand up.
The time has come.
Stand up for your liberal values. I bet you this boy ain't never fired a rifle in his life. I bet you ain't never touched a rifle in his life. Hell, a lot of us learned to shoot as kids. We couldn't even drive. Didn't even know how to drive, but we knew how to shoot. Well, I did, granddaddy and daddy, we go hunting and whatnot. Hell, I think when I first started, don't think I was doing was wasting ammunition, but I learned to shoot. But yeah, so this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. It would behoove him to be a joke. And you notice something about these liberal leftist types like him? They always try to whoop up other people to do the fighting for them. This boy couldn't punch his way out of a wet paper bag. I mean, look, I know I know manly men when I see and hear them. I ain't saying he riding the rainbow. That's not what I'm saying. This ain't no fighter. He's not a fighter. He's not. But anyway, tell me what y'all think here. This fella here, good luck with that fella, because you definitely gonna need it. Oh, but matter of fact, don't even give us a heads up that you coming. Make it a surprise. Bring all your friends. Don't worry. Hey, what they say on the Motel 6, Motel 6 commercial, and we'll leave the light on for you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, but
Nick, I know you're not just gonna let them get away with this. Y'all gonna have to do something. You better get Sly on the horn. He better get Xi Jinping. And Xi Jinping need to go over there and talk some sense in this boy.
nah, just let him make it. Just let him make it. Sometime the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.